Hello, Internet. It's your boy, MC Gingerbread, back at it with them white hands. Today we're going to be talking about Warzone and how it sucks, and how Activision has half-assed its way to the top of the Battle Royale shooters. But I'm sure you probably guessed that by, like, the beginning, and the thumbnail, and the title. But anyway, let's get into it. Call of Duty Warzone came out on March 10th, 2020, and everybody collectively rolled their eyes and was like, ugh, another Battle Royale? But it's Call of Duty. And then everyone shrugged and was like, alright, I guess I'll try it. Does it add any interesting or unique features to the Battle Royale format? No. Okay, well, do you have at least any neat movement mechanics that make it feel more fast-paced like a regular Call of Duty match in the smaller maps, so you're not just like running out in the open for really long periods of time? Well, no. Okay, well, do you at least have cool events and updates to the maps so the gameplay doesn't get stale really quickly? We can give you half a new map within a year, and we can also spray paint over the original map, make it like an Instagram filter. Okay, well, what do you have? We have this awesome store that's totally not pay to win. What's that all black character behind you? Nothing, nothing. Do you have anything else? It's Call of Duty, man. What do you expect? We haven't changed the formula in 14 years and y'all still buy it. Oh, I didn't say that. Okay, so let's start out with the elephant in the room, or otherwise known as the elephant on your hard drive, because Jesus Christ, why is this game so fucking big? It takes up 81 gigs on your PC and over 130 gigs on console. And that's after people yelled at Activision enough to allow them to just download Warzone, and instead, beforehand, you had to install both Warzone and Call of Duty, even if you didn't own the game, which took up over half of your 500 gigabyte hard drive if you had a console. And it just goes to show you the lack of consideration that Activision has for its gamers and their choices in other games. Oh, you like Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto? Sucks! Buy a bigger hard drive, nerd. Even with all these updates to decrease the strain that this game has in your hard drive, it still takes up more space than a open world RPG does. To compare, The Witcher 3 with all of the DLC is 80 gigs of space. And to compare map size, the Call of Duty Warzone map is 9 kilometers squared. The Witcher 3 map is 142 kilometers squared. You can fit 15 Warzone maps into one Witcher 3 map. And I know what you're thinking, that's not fair, The Witcher 3 is huge. Okay, Grand Theft Auto 5 is 127 kilometers squared. Shit, even Skyrim is 38.5 kilometers squared. And that game is 8 gigs of space. That's it. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, well, with the map being so small, it's got to be filled with content, right? Nope, it's just a bunch of dumb shit in the store that nobody uses. Like the sprays, no one uses. The nameplates that no one uses. The guns that only 3 are used because there's a fucking meta, nobody uses any of the other guns. And the executions that, yet again, no one uses. It seems that these files have been optimized by a toddler and not a company that's got 41 years of fucking experience behind their belt. And you would think that a company with this much experience and this much financial backing would be able to answer this question, but no, it seems to be as confusing to them as the questions of, is there a god, or fucking magnets, how do they work? Speaking of the map, when are we gonna get a new map? It's been over a year and all we've gotten is half a new map and a reskin of the original map with like some extra areas added into the barren nothingness that was there before. But you jump out of helicopters now. Oh, okay, except it's exactly the same. You don't even jump out of like the different helicopters because that would be, you know, interesting and different. But nope, it's exactly the same. Like, at least let us jump out of different helicopters so then when you go to the popular areas, there aren't 4 teams breathing down your fucking neck. Apex Legends has been out for 1 year longer and has reskinned their main map 3 different times and made 3 full-size maps. Now let's talk about updates, because Activision seems to take their sweet fucking time in installing any new updates or patches, which I guess is kind of a good thing because then you have to download like a 50 gigabyte patch, open the game, close the game, open the game, install the shaders, and then you're finally able to play the game. I have a decent internet connection, so thank God for that, but I feel bad for anybody that has a subpar download speed because I'm sure they dread the days when they turn on their console and get ready to play with their boys or their girls or their squirrels, whatever, and see that update screen and it ruins their entire day. Even worse with these updates, some of them seem to literally break the game. Like this texture glitch that came out that would cover your entire screen when you tried to aim down the sights with the guns, which renders the game completely unplayable, and it took them like 7 days to fix that glitch. And it still randomly shows up in the middle of patches, not to mention the falling through the ground glitches, the invisibility glitches, like the invincibility glitches. And speaking of invincibility, let's talk about the hackers and the massive amount of hackers that they have in this game, and they still have yet to do anything about it. Just recently, they upped the gas on banning people and started banning hundreds of thousands of people, which is awesome, except for the fact that they're banning random people that had nothing to do with hacking. So, good job. Keep it up, Activision. Now let's talk about the gun and shop updates. They seem to never have a level playing field when it comes for all these guns that they keep coming out with. They seem to just follow Riot and Overwatch's plan where they just come out with a broken as fuck gun that everyone uses until they realize it's broken, then nerf it to hell, and everyone scrambles to find a new gun until they release another one that trumps everything else. And not only that, just recently they got in trouble for releasing an all-black skin, the rose skin, even the face covering, that gives people a clear advantage on hiding in the shadows in the map, while everyone else is brightly colored clown people that run around on the shit brown background. But it is not pay to win. It is an unfortunate circumstance of this new skin. We had no idea it gave players an advantage. Right? That's what it says in the script. And with the addition of Cold War, they added in Cold War assets into the Battle Pass, which is really lame because if you're like me, you don't have Cold War, you don't have Modern Warfare, you just play Warzone, in which case adding these content into the Battle Passes is useless because I cannot use them, and that's really lame. That's like if Fortnite came out with a Battle Pass that had Gears of War content on it, where it doesn't actually actively help them at all, and it incentivizes you to buy their other games, and that's shitty. Just recently, Activision took Toys for Bob, the company that was behind the Crash 4 About Time game, which if you haven't played that, I highly recommend it, it's awesome. They took them off of that game and put them on Warzone duty, essentially killing any kind of downloadable content they were going to have for Crash 4, which they were actively working on, and now every Activision company is working on Call of Duty Warzone. Toys for Bob, Beanox, Raven Software, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer Games, all of them are working on Call of Duty Warfare stuff, which is ridiculous. It's like Activision actively doesn't want anybody to come up with anything interesting or new that isn't Call of Duty. And why Call of Duty is so popular is because they've been coming out with the same game for the last 14 years, so the shooting mechanics feel really good. And that's honestly the only thing that is carrying Warzone to where it is. All in all, Warzone is a half-assed mess of a game that just has the words Call of Duty taped on top of it, and that is what's holding the game together. Activision has actively ignored the concerns of the fan base and instead just pumps hours and hours of time into the store in hopes that some little kid gets a hold of their parents' credit cards and spends an exorbitant amount of money on all of the anime waifu skins. And just recently, while I was writing this script, the lawsuit came out that Activision not only ignores their players, but ignores their fucking workers for sexual assault claims, which is just crazy. And they also just released that they're going to come out with a new anti-cheat software, just as all of the major players and streamers have stopped playing it because of how many hackers there are. So, just a little too late, guys. But that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you agree or disagree, make sure to leave a comment. And if you did like the video, make sure to like it, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.